I'm also happy to announce to you that yesterday Cabinet took a decision directing the Attorney General to draft a bill for the protection of state assets. It's called the State Assets Protection Bill. It shows the guidelines under which any state asset can be disposed, including lands, buildings, state assets, factories, industries, so that no government just capriciously disposes of state assets.
Now, the Ghana Union of Traders Associations has been vocal about the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission's decision to increase electricity and water tariffs, arguing that the hikes will raise the cost of doing business and ultimately lead to higher prices for consumers. The association maintains that the tariff adjustment come at a difficult time for businesses already grappling with high operation costs. Now, joining us is the president of GUTA, Clement Boatin. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, what are your biggest concerns about the impact of these new rates, especially on businesses?
Yes, as you rightly said, that we have been vocal about the intended tariff increment by a PURC. We think the time is not right for this increment, and looking at the reasons that have been assigned as the basis for the increment of the tariff, we think these reasons does not, reflect the reality on the ground. Because all the reasons that have been assigned as the basis for this increment does not reflect the true situation on the ground. If we want to take it one by one, if we want to talk about the exchange rate fluctuations, everybody will attest to the fact that we have had a very stable exchange rate for quite some time now. It is just between the month of April and May that the CD depreciated a bit by 4.18% averagely. And we think this depreciation is insignificant and therefore does not call for any adjustment in the utility tariff. If we want to talk about inflation, we have had a single-digit inflation, and as at April, inflation was 3.4. It is in May that it rose to 3.7, which is just about three basis, and it's also minimal, and therefore does not justify for any increment in the tariff. If we want to talk about fuel cost has been also stable for some time now. In the second price window of June, the petrol fell by 9.3%, and then diesel also fell by 1.7%. And fuel is even going down further. If you look at the world market price of crude oil, it's not even up to $70. And then the last reason that they gave was about generation mix. Generation mix, yes, we have various generation mix. We have thermal, we have hydro, and we have renewable energy generation, which are all working perfectly, and then nothing, wrong about it. So, if you look at the microeconomic indices that is prevailing now, they are all pointing to the positive direction. So, on what basis is PRU, standing, to increase this utility tariffs? And so, we are calling for its halt, and then as a regulator, impress upon the service providers, to improve in their efficiency, because there are a lot of waste in the system. That if they are able to, plug those loopholes, it will rather improve on their revenue assurance, but not to always resort, to price increments.
Okay. Do you think there's a justifiable percentage increase, or you don't want there to be any increase at all?
It is not justifiable for now. Like I told you, the condition prevailing does not support, their arguments. If at a point in time we look at the economic, indicators,
right,
and then we think that it's justified. Hello?
I'm asking if you think there is a justifiable increase, like if there's a percentage below what they gave, that would be okay.
there shouldn't be any increment at all.
Okay.
At all. There shouldn't be. The status quo should remain until we see that maybe there are changes in the economic indicators which will be necessitated for any increment. Then we will support them. But for now, the conditions prevailing does not reflect what they have given, and so it doesn't call for it doesn't warrant for any increment.
You now be speaking to them. Is that
hello?
Would you be meeting them? Is that possible in the near future?
Well, I've had some conversation with the executive secretary, and he has promised that in their subsequent meetings, GUTA as a key stakeholder, will be invited to also bring our input.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us. We've been speaking to the president of GUTA. Now, moving on the back of the petition seeking the removal of Kennedy Agyapong, let us engage political analyst and executive director of the African Institute of Strategic Studies, Jonathan Asante-Otri, for more on this. Hello. I don't think we don't have him at the moment. Cultural Development Bank has held its 39th annual general meeting at the bank's headquarters in Accra, bringing together shareholders, board members, regulators, and other key stakeholders to review the bank's performance and strategic direction. The meeting, held on Thursday, June 25, 2026, provided management with the opportunity to represent the bank's financial performance, discuss key achievements over the past year, and outline measures aimed at strengthening operations, enhancing customer service, and supporting Ghana's economic development through increased financing for agriculture and other productive sectors. Addressing stakeholders, the Managing Director of Agricultural Development Bank, Edward Atusapon, reaffirmed the bank's commitment to sustainable growth, prudent financial management, and delivering greater value to shareholders. He noted that despite the prevailing economic challenges, the bank remains focused on strengthening its balance sheet, expanding its digital banking services, and providing innovative financial solutions to businesses, farmers, and individuals. And the Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, has commended the Legikuku Municipal Assembly for the prudent utilization of the District Assembly's Common Fund on impactful development projects. The commendation came during the fourth stop of the Ministry's District Accountability Series, which also took the Minister to the Tema Metropolitan, Tema West and Krowa Municipal Assemblies to assess the utilization of decentralized funds.
Praising the Assembly's performance, the Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, said the accountability tour is intended to ensure public funds are used transparently and in accordance with established guidelines.
Greater Accra was given 795 million Ghana cedis in 2025. They spent only 153 million Ghana cedis in 2025. And you could see that the money in their account is 642 million Ghana cedis. But Legikuku has spent almost more than 50%. And they have not just spent. Contractors are on site, and they show you the picture before and the current situation. And you could see that contractors are working expeditiously to be able to deliver those projects on time for the people to use. If the way they are working, they are continuing like that, in 2 years or 4 years' time, Legikuku will be transformed.
The minister also turned his attention to disability support, directing social services department heads across the assemblies to update beneficiary records within 2 weeks.
And I want to use this medium to speak to all social welfare officers or social service committee chairperson or account holders. At least they are public office holders. Don't put the data on your laptop that without you nobody have access and nobody can go into it. It is not your private office. That is what is accounting for the non-disbursement of the monies for persons with disability. So I'm using this medium to tell all social welfare officers, let's update and validate the amounts for the persons with disability within 2 weeks.
The District Accountability Series will continue in other metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies as the ministry seeks to strengthen accountability, improve transparency and ensure decentralized funds deliver meaningful development to communities across the country. For Metro News, Vanessa Edotumboating, Accra.
An Education Member of Parliament for Finson North, Dr. Fred Chea Samoa, has called for Ghana's technical and vocational education and training system to be driven by industry rather than government, drawing inspiration from Germany's dual training model and the United States' emphasis on skills over degrees. Dr. Samoa argued that Ghana's current apprenticeship system is inefficient, often stretching between 5 to 8 years, with apprentices required to pay fees and spend time on unrelated personal tasks. Now, he contrasted this with Germany's dual system, where apprentices graduate within 2 to 3 years and through structured industry-led training.
As one of the normal appendages of government that will not be able to do anything, or we're going to give them the free hand as industry. Look, how many industries are training their employees? They will even, some might even come back to say that, oh, the employees don't meet our standards. But if they are part in the training and you are training for 3 years, there's no way one will finish school and the industry can come and say, oh, they don't meet our standards. If we have industry training collaboratively with our academic institutions, even with our technical universities, they won't complain that, oh, some of the graduates don't meet our standard, because for the 3 years or 4 years that a person is in school, the industry is completely part of it. And the industry also contributing to that. That's why part of the statement, I'm saying that the industries are good. Countries can only be built by small and medium-sized companies. It happened. Finland was close to where we are just about 20 years ago. But they built a robust, small, medium-sized companies for which they have also incorporated. So when you go to Finland, it's 50-50. 50 of their young ones are going for TVET, and they're 50% going.
That's it for the news updates. The show continues after this break.
The pulse of a nation, rising, unshaken. When the Black Stars take the world stage, we don't just play, we bring the storm. Fuel the dream. Support the Black Stars. Storm Energy Drink. Make your mark. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advert is FDA approved.
As the days come and go, there's always shit. Let colleagues explore all the planetary bodies. Our mission is in Uranus to treat hemorrhoids, anal fistula, anal fissure, anal incontinence, hidradenitis suppurativa, using laser ligature for pain-free and speedy recovery. On Uranus Street, Accra, is Main Tuber Hospital and Coloproctology Center. Trust Uranus with us and we will delight you. Visit the Main Tuber Hospital today or call us on 0244 581 541.
Madam, I'm looking for Abena.
Abena, there's someone looking for you.
Madam, please, where's Abena?
Abena, yes, ma'am. Is this who you are looking for?
Madam, please get me Abena. Please.
Della. Abena, bra.
Oh, Abena. If it's not Abena rice, please eat any other.
Abena rice. And Nijin Kwa. FDA, a Jadian Kratz will yatsum.
West Africa stands at a defining crossroads. A region rich in opportunity, yet challenged by fragmentation, policy divergence, and structural constraints that continue to limit its full potential. The African Continental Free Trade Area offers a historic pathway to unlock trade, strengthen regional value chains, and accelerate economic transformation. But today, the question is no longer what to do, it is how to deliver. Join live on 30th June 2026 at 11 o'clock GMT on Metro TV Ghana, DSTV Channel 277 and EBIT's digital platforms for the 5th edition of the President's Round Table on the theme Financing Integration in a Fragmenting Region, Making AFCFTA Work for West Africa. This high-level dialogue is designed to move beyond discussion and drive action, to identify bankable cross-border anchor projects that deliver tangible impact within the next 12 to 24 months. From transport and logistics corridors to digital trade systems to export-oriented manufacturing value chains, this roundtable will spotlight solutions that transform ambition into measurable results. Participants will address critical questions. How do we unlock financing for regional projects? How do we overcome regulatory barriers? How do we secure strong joint suffering commitments? This exclusive event, broadcast live from the Metro TV studios in Accra and convened by Dr. George Ejekum Donko, President and Chairman of the Board of Directors of EBIT, will assemble policymakers under the theme Financing Integration in a Fragmenting Region, Making AFCFTA Work for West Africa. The vision is clear. The opportunities are real. Now it's time to deliver. Tune in on 30th June 2026 at 11 o'clock GMT on Metro TV Ghana, DSTV Channel 277 and EBIT's digital platforms for the 5th edition of the President's Round Table. Mark your calendar and stay updated on this event via EBIT's digital platforms. ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, EBIT, transforming ECOWAS communities.
Ghana, a nation built on the blood and toil of our forefathers. We have come this far through faith and unity. Now is the time to pause, give thanks, seek the face of God, and renew our commitment to the future of our nation. It is in this spirit that our President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, invites all Ghanaians to join in the National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving. The theme for this year is Resetting Our Values to Build the Ghana We Want. Date, Wednesday, 1st July 2026. Christian service, State House Forecourt, 8 a.m. All must be seated by 7 a.m. Muslim service, National Mosque, Kanda, 12:30 p.m. All must be present by 11:30 a.m. It's time to renew our minds and build the beautiful Ghana we all desire. Come, let's stand together in faith, united for Ghana. The National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving, resetting our values to build the Ghana we want.
Right, welcome back from the break. Many thanks for staying with us here on Good Afternoon Ghana. We're coming to you live from our studios here at Northridge in Accra, and of course on our social media platforms on Facebook, Metro TV Ghana, same on YouTube, Metro TV Ghana, and also on DSTV channel 277, and live on radio also at 94.1 FM. My name is Desmond Okrekudas, and many thanks for joining us as we wrap up the week on here. On the show coming up today, we'll be having a conversation with the CEO of GIFEC. He'll be joining us. Sofo Rashid Tanko Computer will be joining us as we talk about their work so far, bridging the rural telephony gap, and what GIFEC has been doing. And we'll get into other conversations also. And we'll also have a conversation, which we're doing now actually, with Moses Desire Koyo, is the head of PR for Damson. We're trying to find out the state of Ghana's e-commerce space and what Damson is doing, to unlock that potential. And we'll get into that conversation. And then later we'll do sports. Definitely Ghana playing tomorrow against Croatia in that final group stage game. We'll talk about what we should be expecting from the Black Stars, as their hopes are actually high, very, very high now. Right, so let's get into our conversation. The very first one for the afternoon. Moses, good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming in. And we are in a very digital age where a lot of things have changed. Many years ago, would be sent to go to Accra to go buy a few things, but now technology is here and we are finding ways around it, and so e-commerce is trying to find its feet. What do you make of how simplified I can say it has become now for in this digital age for us to be able to go on with the e-commerce, especially the sector, and how it's faring now?
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be back here. So just like you've mentioned, the commerce space is evolving, and you've already mentioned that previously we would be walking to shops, we go into the markets to purchase different products, whether fashion or beauty, lifestyle products, everyday convenience products. But now, because of the emergence of the digital technology, we have revolutionized that space, and now technology has made it easier for buying and selling to take place. And the statistics have shown that there is a huge market for that. If you take a look at what 2026 holds for us in terms of the statistic, 4.5 to 4.8 million Ghanaians are willing to shop online only in 2026, and the e-commerce industry is seeking to bring in about $1.2 billion in 2026. So there's a very fertile market for that, and that is why an emerging leading brand within the fashion and beauty lifestyle e-commerce space like Damson is seeking to do more to ensure that people have a very seamless experience when they're shopping online. Right,
and so because it has become very big also, a lot of people are taking advantage of it in the wrong way. And so online trading, you find a lot of people discuss how difficult it is for them to get products that they have actually paid for. Some people are being scammed, duped, and all of that. Was that one of the gaps that Damson had seen and wanted to venture into this space to make sure that they're able to help people out with some of these things?
Yes, trust is a big issue, especially with the e-commerce and fashion specifically, because when you're with fashion, it's aspirational. People see something online and want the exact same thing.
What I saw versus what I got, right?
And then we scroll on social media and we see people share videos of the stuff they bought online, whether a shirt, whether a shoe, etc., and then it's delivered to them and it's something totally different. Damson was born on the premise that we should be able to give people exactly what they want, and so trust is a big issue with the e-commerce industry, and that's the gap we seek to fill. And that is why we have a very stringent process for sourcing for quality goods. We work with the best vendors, but it's not just that vendors get the opportunity to just upload products without the company's knowledge. We must ensure that the products that are being uploaded onto our platform are of the best quality, and we are ensuring that our customers are going to be getting exactly what they bargained for. And so that's one of the issues.
Now, we do a lot of fashion now, as you mentioned. You can people see a lot of things online and want to get it, and why is the fashion space a very important sector or space that you've gotten into?
Well, it's a big market because what the popular saying is dress the way you want to be addressed, and people want to look a certain way. They want to have a certain style, a certain identity, and that is reflected in the fashion choices that you make. And in Ghana, because we have a very flamboyant, very diverse outlook to life, it reflects in the way we dress. And so Damson saw that there's a big gap in the market that must be filled. That is not just providing quality product, but ensuring that the process is seamless for the ordinary Ghanaian shopper to be able to utilize the experience. And so when you come on our platform, www.damson.com, you're able to just make it make very critical decisions concerning your shopping choices. And then we do not leave it at that. We handle the logistic process of ensuring that these products are delivered to you without any stress, without any hassle. So, yeah.
When people are purchasing things online, what do you want them to have in mind in terms of, because some people, you've got to do your own background check also, with whoever you're buying from, and, make calls, have evidence of a trace of whatever you have purchased, or else you'll be in trouble, big time. So if people are purchasing things online, what do you want them to have in mind?
Well, one of the key things is the e-commerce brand you're engaging with. Right. What is their track record? And we've not been in the space for a very long time, but you take a look at our track record, we've exhibited a certain professionalism and service delivery that is top-notch. And so you should be able to do your background research about the e-commerce platform itself. Is there a recurring issue of deliveries not being delivered properly? Is there a recurring issue of products not getting to the customers? These are one of the key things you should look out for. Additionally, when we engage with our customers, one of the key things we come to realize is that when it comes to size guides, our customers, some people don't know their sizes. And so they see the dress on the platform or whatever fashion product, and they just want to purchase it without having a certain casual analysis of whether it's going to fit them or not. And then you deliver, and then doesn't meet their expectations. People should know their size guides. And if you log on to our social media platform, we've taken the initiative to ensure that we are teaching people about these things, because it influences the purchasing decisions that you make on the platform. And lastly, one of the key things I also want to put across is pricing. Are the options affordable? Because you might log on to a platform, yes, some of the products you see there meet the specification that you want, but the price might not be affordable for you. And so that's one of the key things you also look at. And so if you're looking for a brand that encapsulates all these three things, the trust, the convenience, the affordability, and the surety that what you're buying on the platform is what you're going to get, then I think Damson is the go-to.
So people should be careful about buying things online. You've got to be very careful, because
trusted brands.
Yeah, because now even if you order food. Let me tell you a funny story. A friend ordered food last week when we were watching Ghana's very first game. Charlie, the rider called and said, "I'm hungry, so I'm eating the food." And those are some of the gaps that, as electronic trading, takes center stage, that needs to be addressed. From where the purchase happens to the end where it gets to the client, that it's seamless and makes.
And that's what we are also cognizant of that, and that's why our platform has live tracking. And so, for example, if you make an order right from the packaging stage to when it's delivered to you, you have the luxury of ensuring that you know where the product is and what stage it is at, so that you have that confidence in the process. And I think that is something that sets us apart from other vendors within the space that we are in. And so, it's all good.
Right, it's all good. So that's something that you need to have in mind in this digital age where we're doing online trading and all of those things. You've got to be very careful about what you buy, and so that sometimes clients can be very. Those of us who are purchasing things online, we do not. We just see it online and then just follow. I like it, and then you just follow. But you need to also go through whatever it is on whatever platform, and in this case, Damson, to be able to see how it goes. But what's the future looking like for startups in this space like yours?
Oh, the future is very bright, because as I've shared the statistic with you, in 2026 alone, 4.5 to 4.8 million Ghanaians are seeking to shop online. And so if you are positioning yourself in the right light, you have the right logistics, the right systems, and you're willing to provide the right products at the right price to the consumers, you make a lot of money within this e-commerce space. But for us at Damson, it's not just about making money. It's about leaving the customer or the client with an experience that they'll not forget. And so we are entreating our colleagues in the space to ensure that we do away with the narrative about e-commerce businesses where people purchase and they don't get the right kind of products. It's not at the right price. But we are at the center stage, and we are taking the step in ensuring that we deliver the best for our clients. So www.damson.com.
Right. So you can do that, and of course there's also the football season And there are lots of watch parties, of course. The very big of them is how is that happening at Estilo. So Estilo, tomorrow we're going there again between that game between Ghana and Croatia to see how it goes. And I know you're a fan of football too, Liverpool supporter as you are.
Staunch Liverpool supporter. Yes.
But what do you make of the tournament so far, quickly?
Well, it's been a very good experience for Ghana. I honestly, at the start of the tournament, I do not have huge expectations for the country. I thought we were going to exit right after the group stage, but Coach CQ has come in and he has transformed our fortunes.
Hey, already Coach CQ.
Yeah, Coach CQ.
Carlos Queiroz, you mean? Okay.
Coach CQ has come in and transformed our fortunes. You can see the team is playing with a sense of identity. We understand what we are doing, whether it's Aram football or it's purely defensive football. It's giving us the results that we need, and that's what matters. And so now the prospects are better for us, and we're looking at going all the way to the end. We have Kwekubu and some of the others, all the prophets, doing the spiritual things for us.
I really wish that would have been the sense of attraction, after the game. But I mean, across board, that's the conversation that's ongoing. So Moses, thank you so much for coming, and we'll definitely get onto the platform and just use the space and see what it is like. As compared to several other platforms and all of that, right? So thank you very much. Right, sure.
So to the everyday Ghanaian consumer who's interested in fashion and beauty, all we are saying is that Damson should be the go-to choice for you. www.damson.com, available on the App Store and the Play Store. A very seamless experience digitally. You can use it and then you get what you need.
Right. Moses, thank you so much for coming. We're going to take a quick turn. When we come back, we have the CEO of GIFEC joining us. We'll talk about a lot of things and we'll talk about football also. Stay with us.
The pulse of a nation, rising, unshaken. When the Black Stars take the world stage, we don't just play, we bring the storm. Fuel the dream. Support the Black Stars. Storm Energy Drink. Make your mark. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advert is FDA approved.
Finding my dream apartment in just 2 days was a breeze with 7terragh.com. Looking for your next home, the perfect piece of land, or the best commercial property for your business? Are you worried about sending money home for property and finding nothing when you return? Well, worry no more. 7terragh.com is just a platform to find prime lands, perfect properties, or vibrant real estate development at the click of a button. 7terragh.com is your go-to property listing platform that allows you to register, list, rent, buy or sell, and connect with correct agents. With our AI-powered smart search, personalized dashboards, verified agent connection, and interactive property maps, all your property needs have been made easier. Check us out on 7terragh.com or contact us on 0302-998-246 or 0561 032 252. 7terragh.com, powered by MNC Properties.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, Sametra Sapapadia to a mammy man for Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so by a man is rain, and a sansu mama hoto so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
We're kicking your year off
in all her glory
with more, because we got you.
You get it?
You know that we got kicks,
We got scores. We got action. We got roars.
It's my specialty.
We got drama. We got fun. We got more for everyone. With an upgrade on us, just for you. More channels, more shows, more reasons to stay.
We got you.
DSTV, we got you all the way.
Today's class is going to be an exciting one. Now, who can share an unforgettable moment in their life? Okay, Asempa.
I'd like to talk about my first time. It was her natural look, complemented by her favorite green silky apparel that caught my attention. I have to say, she automatically possessed me with her smile, which exposed her beautiful white teeth. That's not all, her enduring signature perfume could be smelled from afar. Madam, why do you look so surprised? My first time with her was special and irresistible. I'm talking about Cindy Rice. Cindy Rice can be found in selected supermarkets nationwide.
Cindy Rice, sweet aroma, great taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from the break. Many thanks for staying with us here on Good Afternoon Ghana. We're getting into another conversation this afternoon. He's a man that he's always readily available to speak to the media. He's been doing a lot of that. But today we're going to focus on his work at the Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, GIFEC, and their drive on the connectivity of many towns across the country to the internet, to telephone, and all of that. And he joins me here in studio for this. And I have a number of questions to ask him. You know, and my producer also says his village is not. So I'll ask him also about it. Sofo Rashid Tanko Computer is my guest here. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let me say good afternoon to you and your cherished viewers across the globe, as well as the good people of Bimbilla, Nanumba District, and then management and staff of Zelia FM in Bimbilla. They are doing fantastic over there. Right. I wish everybody well.
Right. Yes. I see that you're in a Ghana jersey, and you know the euphoria is everywhere. Have you been following the games keenly? Or
Yes. I'm a strong fan of the Black Stars. I'm preparing towards tomorrow victory. We are going to win tomorrow. So I've started the celebration today.
Hey, you've started the celebration?
Yes. We started preparing towards tomorrow. I mean, all eyes on them. And then I can assure you, these boys, I told them in the beginning, people were doubting them. I said, look, they are going to show you these Black Stars. That thing you saw at the friendlies, we're just trying to fool our opponent to think that we are not strong enough so that they come and misbehave and we deal with them. And so how we dealt with England. So that one there.
So there's more to come here.
Yes.
Okay. We'll get fully into that conversation with the Black Stars later. Instead of fooling our opponents. I like that. but how's GIFEX faring? Getting into the position, I'm sure for many Ghanaians there wasn't exactly an idea of GIFEC, of what exactly you do, but stepping into that role, how long has it been now?
Well, it's been very beautiful. I'll describe it so. I mean, since I assumed office last year, a lot of activities that we put in, and then efforts to rebrand and bring GIFEC to the doorstep of ordinary Ghanaians.
Right.
Initially, it was not known very well. So first, we had to put out and establish a corporate directorate, appointed a seasoned corporate officer to handle that. And then, based on some activities that we initiated last year, GIFEC is now a baby to Ghanaians. We'll be able to establish regional offices, secretariat 16 across the 16 regions, so that we bring our services to the doorstep of the. You know, what we do is our activities are the rural areas. I mean, the underserved and unserved communities to bring basic ICT, bridge access, and then make sure that we connect the unconnected in the rural areas. And so these are the activities we've been doing over the period since we came in. We came in and we realized that there were a lot of challenges, especially the rural telephony aspect. We realized that almost the 2,600 that was planned to roll out, we came and met only about 950 out of the 2016.
Why were they not able to finish
So
that?
there was a challenge. I mean, if you look at it, what the then administration, you know, they took a loan from China Exim Bank, 550 million euros. To roll out these activities, but because of their DDEP, you know, that program they did, that crude haircut they used, and then some of our old men died through that. The Chinese government refused to disburse the funding. They didn't give them the money again. So
you had no funding.
There was no funding
to
continue the activities. They had a challenge. Parliament stepped in to help them. But you know them with their usual way of doing things, MPP, just mismanaged the whole process. So when we came in, thankfully enough, we have a president who has been a communication minister before. He has worked there, so he knows what is in GIFEC. He has been a minister of communication. It was under his regime that it was changed from GIFTEL to GIFEC, and then so he knows what is involved in that agency.
Okay.
So when he was sending me there, in his mind, he knew what he wanted for us to do. Because if you are talking of digitalization and your rural communities are not networked, then you are not doing any digitalization.
Right.
So when some people describe themselves men of digitalization, we're asking what kind of digitalization were they doing? When almost 3/4 of your country population are not networked. And so what kind of digitalization were you doing? So we had to do something about it.
Okay.
So quickly, the first year we came in, 300 communities were quickly networked.
Okay.
We hooked them to...
Sorry to come in. So you were saying that there was no money. Did you come to meet any funds?
There was no money.
There was no money?
None. They didn't.
But you said they went to Parliament
Yes,
to get
yes.
some
Parliament
funds.
gave them some few funding and to do some work about it. Unfortunately, you know them, their style of doing things.
So it wasn't done?
It wasn't done. So we came in, His Excellency the President, 2025, instructed the Ministry of Finance to release 70 million Ghana cedis to GIFEC. And through that, you are seeing a lot of, you've just shown some videos and all that, people carrying the equipment and all that to the site. We did 300 of that, connected them. In fact, we integrated and then they are live.
Okay.
Then this year, we are doing additional 460 to finish up the project.
Is that a continuation of the 2000 from the previous?
2016.
2016. Okay.
So we came in and then we decided that, look, we have to do something about it because we need it. These are things His Excellency promised that we should go ahead.
Okay.
Now, what we've just seen are the 460 communities that we have dispatched the towers and the radio equipment to the communities. In fact, there are a series of activities that we carry out. We did the acquisition of the land. We did the coordinates taking and simulation to be sure that we can get a donor site. Where we cannot get donor site, we use a satellite. We have contracted a vendor that is using the LEO technology to backhaul using satellite on all this. And so a lot of activities that we are doing in that space and to bring up to speed the communities that have these challenges that we are having. Some of them already, for now, you hardly see this kind of activities.
Okay.
It's a thing of the past.
It's a thing of the past, you say. So 2016, that's what the previous administration wanted to do. They did 900, as you say. Last year, we were able to do 300.
Yes.
And this year, you're doing 400.
Yes, we are doing 400, and then, in fact, we've added some few areas that were so 200. We are doing 400.
So averagely, it's left about 400 more to get to the 2016, the initial project number that began. I want to understand what the process is like to establish that in a village. So you could give me an example of a village that had no internet connectivity or telephone connectivity, and then what the process is like to be able to get it to them?
Normally, the first thing we do is that we identify the communities.
Okay.
We look at the community that has the challenges. Some requests normally comes from the chiefs. Last year, we received a lot of requests from community leaders, MPs, the MMDCs, requesting that they had these challenges. And already, when we're in opposition, the president, His Excellency John Dramani, traveled across the country to campaign, and he saw that some communities, a lot of them, had no network. And then so that one too, he also gave us these areas that we think that we should take a look at critically. Most of them from the Western North region, Western region, Upper East, Upper West, and Volta region, a lot of them from Volta region. A lot of the communities had challenges. And so based on that, we send our teams to go around and do what we call coordinates taking. As soon as you give us your community, we have to send our team of experts to go to the community to take the coordinates. The coordinates will determine to us where we should plant our tower, mount it. Now, when we get the coordinates, we bring it to our contractors. We have contractors who do the mounting of the towers and all, and the connection. Now, they also do what we call simulation. They have to do some simulation to be sure that where you are mounting the tower, you can have a donor. You know, we don't have our own spectrum to run telephony as an agency.
Okay.
And so what we do is that we do the roaming we use the roaming technology. So we roam based on the existing spectrum used by the three major telcos, MTN, Airtel, and then AT, and that of Telecel.
Right.
And so we will always want to have a donor site. That is where the MTN has their towers, so that ours can also read from it and distribute the network to the community.
To the community.
So we are using the roaming technology. So when you go to a community and you check on your network bar and you see some arrow on it, it means you are running on the rural telephony. That is our network we are using to make calls and all that.
Okay.
So we do this simulation to be sure. Now we've realized that even 2024, when they got some funding to continue some of their activities, due to, how did they call it, politics, I would say it's just populism and populist activity. They send some towers to communities where they didn't take coordinates or do simulations. So they mounted them, and just to fool the communities that we are coming to give you a network. Up to now, those communities, they have this challenge. We have that one, they headed to.
So you're saying that the towers were taken to these communities without any work being done?
For instance, they did not take the coordinates of those communities.
Okay.
They did not do any simulation to be sure that you can get a donor site where it can backhaul through that. They didn't do that. They just went to the community and mounted it. So the people started clapping that they were going to have network.
A community like?
A lot of them. I mean, we have them, plenty of them. Some of them, we are not trying to even decommission in those areas, because there is no way you can't.
But at least I was hoping that you could share at least one with me so that...
We have a lot of them, a lot of such communities where always they come to my office and be asked. And fortunately, some of them we've been able to get some donor site, and they are now trying to activate it. For if you look at these communities in Adaklu like this, we are doing about 8 communities we are connecting.
Okay.
So you have Jakpo, Aveji, Seva, Dakpo, Hehepini, Pesu, Abodi. Excuse me, my organization. No?
Right. So there's right.
So we are.
So these are towns in the Volta region.
Volta regions. We are connecting them. Okay. We send new equipment there, and they are putting the towers in there. These were some of the videos you saw when they were offloading them, the machines from them. It's across the country that we are doing this kind of thing, and so we are redefining the strategy as to how to network the communities.
Okay.
Now we've realized that some of them, they are hilly and valley areas, so you hardly will get a donor site, for instance MTN and all that. So those one will use satellite, and so we have a vendor that we have about 102 of such areas. Currently we've been able to connect about 50 of such communities where we are using satellite to backhaul so that the people can make calls. Apart from this 100 the 200. So you've seen the pictures. Apart from the 2016, we want to roll out these new sites, connect them, and then power them, activate them, so that the people can start calling. Now, the next line of action that we intend doing is to upgrade this rural telephony site to 4G.
Okay.
Currently, we are running 2G, 3G. And you know, for now, 3G.
Those are
so when it comes to data, it's a challenge because they're running on 3G. So what we are trying to do is to upgrade it to 4G. As soon as we are able to activate all of them, and their traffic is passing through them, then that is the next process that we are going to engage in.
So how do we know the quality? I mean, of course, you're talking about the upgrade. You can the towers can be taken there, and so you get to the town and have the bars are supposed to be 4 to be able to make a phone call. You may have just 1 or 2, and then my next question is the engagement with the telcos for the communities to have these towers, working correctly. Because I can mention to you some places that even in a city of Kumasi, when you get there, I don't want to mention my network, but when you get there,
it's terrible, right?
It's terrible. In the heart of Kumasi,
yes.
In the heart of Cape Coast, I tell you, I went to Cape Coast, I couldn't use my phone for a week because there was no bar, you can't make phone calls, and all of these things. So I want to know what collaboration you do with the telcos to make sure that it's quality service. It's not just the towers being there and having 1 bar or 2 bars, but people are able to use that effectively.
Well, those areas, we describe them as underserved areas. It doesn't fall much within our jurisdiction, especially the urban areas. But in the rural areas where you have such challenge, it falls under us.
Right.
And so normally, what happens is that you might go to a community because the community is a bit far from the operational area of the major telecos. You will have this challenge. With only 1 bar, or some they have to mount some trees and all this. So such communities is where we put our towers. So that that one will boost the network in the area, because our radios will be able to pick signal from the major tower and distribute it for the communities to make. So that is what we do, and we describe those areas as underserved communities. Then the other one is just the unsafe, where you don't have that one. There you usually see any bar. It's completely zero. And so those ones are the unsafe areas, and that one too, we look for where we can get a donor site, and then we mount our tower in those communities. As for the urban areas, it falls within the jurisdiction of NCA, and they have to get the major telecos to make sure that they boost their network, so that the communities around them can receive this network.
As you speak to them or you go to their communities, what do they say to you in terms of the impact of having or being underserved or unserved when it comes to telephone or internet connectivity? What do they tell you affects them?
A lot. It affects their businesses, their daily life. Because imagine a whole community, nobody can make a call. If bandits should attack such community, what happen? And because of this, a lot of these our criminals, these armed robbers, they also monitor the area, especially the routes. When they realize that this section of the route, there's no network, then they go and block that route. And do their evil activities there, because nobody can make a call. So when you see armed robbery activities always been successful on the road, it's because there's no network in that area. Nobody can make a call to say that we have been attacked or something like that. And so it affects their daily life, it affects their businesses and all that. Look, communities that we have powered, we've activated, and traffic is passing through our site, they are doing a lot of fantastic things there in the communities. A lot of them are using it to run their businesses. Some do these mobile money activities in the communities. And now they can make calls, they can run their local businesses and all that. Because of that, we are running what we call entrepreneurship with digitization. We have a unit in GIFEC where we go and then train the rural dwellers, especially the market women and all that, how to integrate their local businesses through our network. Some of them we train them how to use the social media platform, TikTok, Facebook, and all that to market their this. And now we have a network there, and it's been fantastic. Last year we did a lot in the OT region, northern region, and then Upper East. We did a lot of training in those areas to make sure that they use the network that we are providing, not just for calls, but to also use to do their businesses and all that. It's a big challenge, yes, and it's one of the biggest areas that we are focusing to make sure that we bridge it. Now we are doing the 1 million coders, okay, and it's across the country, okay. So if we are to run the million coders, which hinges on network, and the community doesn't have, how can you do that? So that's what we are focusing on that. To make sure that
you are teaching coders also in the rural community.
Oh yes, we're doing that. We are helping them, not only the coders but other digital skills. Because if you look at the concept of the 1 million coders, it is not only coding. There are other digital skills. There's cybersecurity, is the data analytics, digital marketing, and on AI essentials are all there in the courses that we are doing under the 1 million coders program, and this program is being run under our CICs. So GIFEC is a major partner there. The CICs are the community information centers. Our community information, we call them digital transformation centers. So through collaboration with the Ministry of Communication, led by Honorable Sam George, doing fantastic over there, we've been able to send 50 laptops to each of these our CICs and 100 to each of our RICs.
Okay.
And it's doing fantastic. It's being rolled out and all that. So apart from the RTPs, which is the Rural Telephony Projects, we are also into this 1 million coders thing, using our community information centers as a digital transformation centers for the training of those courses.
How are you ensuring reliable connectivity in these communities that you have gone to work on, so that it's not as though the first week it works, it goes on and off? How are you ensuring that?
Well, this one, in fact, I have to appeal to our community leaders, especially our chiefs, opinion leaders, our assemblymen in the communities where we have this, our cell sites, to take it as their own property. They need to monitor it, because, you see, we've realized that some crooked human beings, very crooked human beings, go to our cell site to steal the batteries, especially those that run on the solar. You know, where a community there is no electricity, we put solar on it to power our site.
Okay.
And then you have these lithium batteries and all that. Some
people go there to
steal those things. I don't know why people are so wicked like that. The thing is for your community. The whole community is using it to make calls. You will go and steal the battery just for your own parochial interest, and then the whole thing will go off. That is the problem. And so it's a big challenge. We're appealing to them. So mostly when you see that our site is down, it's as a result of this.
Okay.
People are stealing some of the parts there. Because as soon as you go and pick the battery, the whole thing is going to go down. And so
that's one of the contributing.
It's one of the things that is affecting. So mostly anytime we monitor, we have a monitoring unit that will always give us, this site is down, this site down. When you go to find out what is the cost, it is not the radio equipment or all these things. It is rather the pilfering. Other people have gone to remove some part, and some crooks too. I don't know, these days it's becoming something. Those buying the, how do they call them, scraps.
The scrap.
They are not scrap. These things are not scraps. They're going to be removing some of the bulls.
They just take them off.
Take them off. And then that one will bring it down. And then another challenge we do have sometimes, you know, because we don't have our own spectrum. If the major telecom that we are about holding through is down, definitely our site will also. Okay. So when it comes like that one there, we just have to talk to them. For instance, we have a lot of challenge with 80 sites, especially in the western region. Most of their sites are down, and because their sites are down, it's affecting our site. And so we are using their spectrum and all that. So if their site is down, definitely our site is also going to be affected. So we are talking to them. If it will take time for them to bring their site up, then we'll just have to take it and use satellite which is a bit costly.
Yeah,
as well.
and so I was going to ask that
Mm-hmm.
how difficult or expensive would it be for us to have our own spectrum to work with?
You see, it's a whole gamut of issue for government to want to give a spectrum to GIFEC to run a telecom. You know the challenge it is having.
Yes.
And so we don't want to go that route. I mean, the concept of the roaming has helped us over the years. I've studied it, and we've been talking. I mean, it's helping the rural communities. If we are to have our own spectrum, it means a lot. We have to set up our own this thing, just like MTN and other thing. We don't have the capital, the muscles, the financial muscle to do this kind of thing. I mean, and then so for now, if somebody, because we are partnered with other agencies, private organizations who are also going into the RTP concept.
Okay.
Yes, they come in, we sign MOU with them, and then we go acquire the land for them to come and bring their equipment. As we speak now, I have one company, Rainbow. They are doing over 100 sites that they also want to roll out. And you see, it's positive because of what we have done. They feel that, look, it's an area they can invest in. So we are calling on other. In fact, I met Elon Musk at Bostros, Texas.
Okay.
His group.
You told him to come and invest.
Yes. I mean, they're already in the country doing this.
Of course, with the Starlink. Right.
So they wanted to do what is called direct-to-device service. And we think that for now the country is not right for that. We are still talking with them. And then we'll see if they have a very stronger satellite. And I would think that if we can have that collaboration with them, so that we can use their satellite, we can buy segment from it and backhaul to some of our areas, the difficult areas that we are having, or areas that we think that the major telecos are always going down, so that we can use that one to distribute the network to our communities. So we are in talks with private organizations to come into it.
So definitely from all the conversations, the financing is a very big challenge. And the name of the agency or your outfit is Ghana Investment Fund. The investment fund part of the GIFEC, how's it going?
Well, it's fantastic. I mean, because it's an investment fund, that is what we use to run these activities. We get our funding comes chiefly from the major telecos. I mean, currently we are having 3,
right.
And then they're supposed to pay 1% of their profit for the year. That is their investment, 1%.
1%
to the fund for us to manage these activities and all that.
Is it coming?
Well, currently we have some challenge with other. One of them doing fantastic, MTN, yes, Telecel coming up strongly, 80, a big challenge. so that is the difficulties that we are having. We are reviewing our act. GIFEC currently doesn't have its own act. We fall under Electronic Communication Act 775. From section 31 to 48. That is where you see Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication. And then we are reviewing, we have come of age. We think that, no, we should have our
own act.
Our own act and other things. So we've consulted and put together a team of lawyers, experts. They worked on the new bill. And then stakeholders have looked at it. I mean, the last time the ministry assembled the brains in terms of when it comes to drafting of bills. And then they look at it again critically and then okayed it. Cabinet memo has been drafted and then given to the minister. The minister look at it. It's been forwarded to cabinet. As soon as cabinet is okay with it, it gets to parliament for them to pass. GIFEC will now be transformed from GIFEC to DDEF.
Okay.
So we want to move from just being access to digital economy and innovation. I want to digitize the rural economy. It's not only just giving them access. Yes, we want to do more. Instead of just giving them access and making them calls.
But you have not finished this one, so...
No, that's what I'm saying.
The first call mandate.
No, of course, that is where we have. We are almost there. Now that we are getting the private entities coming into the field, and then we are boosting the network in the communities. We are rolling it up. We are trying to upgrade it to 4G and other things. Now it means that we have moved beyond just access. to now trying to digitize their economy. Okay, innovate a lot of activities in the area. Now we are running the 1 million coders program. We also have the cyber labs in the secondary schools in our rural communities. We are doing the girls and ICT programs. Okay, so all these activities, we've come of age. We need to now innovate. Okay, in our rural areas, make sure that our rural areas also enjoy what you are enjoying in the urban area. And so hence, they need to have our own act and then move to this direction. So because of that, the current one is talking of 1%. We want to move to at least 2.5 or 2%. You know, the telecos will not like it, but you know, we have also created the environment for them to have more customers. Because as soon as we put up our sales side,
you can connect them to.
They take the customers are theirs because we don't have our own customers. They are customers. So the more we expand, the more they get more.
But the 1% cry. They are not.
But they are getting. Well, they have to. I mean, they are making more money through our site because as soon as we put up this thing, more people in the communities they make calls. Okay, and these are their customers. And so we get more customers for them. And because of our activities, you see that this year, MTN, Telecel are rolling out more new sites.
Okay.
And you know the new site they are going, it's our site. So we
because you've been able to go there.
We'll go there, and then we've been able to get the people to know the importance of telecommunications and all that. So it's expanding. The numbers are now becoming huge. So MTN is now moving. Initially, they didn't want to go to those communities. Now they want to extend to those communities. So you see that we are creating the environment for them.
Together, how much do they give to GIFEC?
We don't know. They have to calculate the.
So averagely.
Let's
say last year, how much did you get from them?
From
the telcos.
The telcos. Oh, averagely, it's based upon the revenue targets that they have for the year.
Right.
I mean, MTN, we get almost over 100 million from them.
100 million cedis.
Yes, Ghana cedis. From them to run. We don't have a huge budget. I mean,
100 million cedis.
If I tell you the cost of a tower,
how much does it cost?
Almost getting to 500,000 Ghana cedis.
500,000 for a tower.
Yes.
So if you're going into a community, let's take one community like my producer's village, Seva, is there Seva? Yeah, in
you should contribute to it so that we can get.
So you can take the money from you after the show. So if you're going to Seva to fix a tower and to connect them, how much does that alone cost?
That's what I'm saying. That it's quite costly just to put up one tower. We're running almost 400 to 500,000 Ghana cedis just to mount the tower and all the radios and those
everything correct.
In there.
500,000.
So that's what I'm saying. The community need to take it up seriously and protect it. Okay, it's very costly, especially even if you are going to change the radio when there is a problem with it and all that. We don't produce it in Ghana. It's Huawei technology. I mean, they brought those kind of things. Right. So if you think that because of your parochial interest, you go and damage something like that, you are damaging the whole community and the whole country as well, because we don't produce them here. So it's quite a huge thing that we are doing, especially when it comes to satellite. It's very costly to manage satellite activities and all that. We have our own satellite hub sitting up there. But it's not easy managing those things. Yeah.
And because of that, we've seen you embarking on a site inspection, looking at some abandoned projects and all of that. How did that go? What did you see?
Yes. In fact, I went around the country over the weekend. I was up there in Bono East and all that to inspect the ongoing projects that we have. I mean, as the contractors are in the field mounting the tower, it's always good to go inspect and see the progress of work. And then our CICs, some of our CICs were completely run down. When we came in, completely run down. I mean, the CICs are the community information centers, completely run down. I mean, it gave us hell of time. We had to use some of our resources to renovate some of them, just in readiness for the 1 million coders program. Let me take this opportunity to thank our MPs. I mean, they did very well. We partnered with them. Some of them used their resources to help us renovate the centers. The MPs did very well.
Okay.
I must congratulate them for what they have done because of this 1 million, to make it comfortable for our learners who come to the center to do. Nonetheless, we still have a lot of them sitting out there in a very deplorable state. For 8 years, they were not being operated, and some of them, even the equipment in the obsolete, completely obsolete. A lot of, across the country, if you go around, look, we have one in Janga. It's a very beautiful one which was built CIC. Go there and see that it's like a toilet now. I went there, I nearly wept. I mean, how can people run down a place like this? And then, so when you are talking of digitization and places are run down like this, what are you going to do? And to bring it back to life, you spend not less than 1.5 million Ghana cedis just to bring it back to life, such a center. And so these are the challenges that we are facing. So all these things that we think that now there's a lot of demand because DFEC is now active out there. His Excellency
is across all the regions.
Across the regions, yes, across the regions we have offices now. Now we have coordinators in each of the districts that we are operating now, 140 districts. Coordinators are now being put in place to help run these 1 million coders and other activities. So you see that our activities have expanded and a lot of communities now know what we do. So demand increasing day in, day out. And we have to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency the President. I told you, as somebody who has been a former communication minister, he understands this. And so you don't have any excuse to fail in that field because his eye is on it. And then we are doing just that through our ministry to make sure that these goodies are given to the rural folks. They continue to enjoy the goodies. Last year, the girls in ICT we did in Volta and Upper West region was a master stroke. 1,000 of the girls trained, and each of the first 100 who performed marvelous went home with a laptop. It has never happened before.
Okay.
And so the rural folks now have we are now giving them the tools. And 10 of each of their schools, the best 10 schools, are getting computer labs in each of their schools. Unprecedented. It has never happened before. So this government is committed, sending the digital tools to the communities, the rural areas, so that they also see it, operate it, and then when they get to classroom, exam time, they can perform just like our children in the urban areas.
Is there a timeline, or would you say that by we're in 2026, 2027, 2028, when we have to go to elections, you would have reached almost all the underserved? What's the plan like?
Well, we are targeting by 2028 at least 90% of the communities should be networked.
What's the data now?
Yes, for now we are doing 85%.
85%.
Yes. Okay. It's because of the injection that.
But if you've done 85, then it means that the previous administration did something, and then you added to what was the percentage you met?
I gave you. They didn't do anything.
No, what was the percentage you met before?
When we came, if something is 2,600 and then you do 900, what percentage is that?
No, you told me because you have
said you have
40%. So 40%.
Yes, we did. We came in and
so within
a short period, we've been able to network and brought it to about 85%. Everything is a human.
So in that sense, you've done like 45%.
Yes, just within a year.
Okay.
Some people were there for 2022 up to 20.
No, but if you've done 45% within just a year, but then by 2028, you should be able to do almost 100.
It depends on resources. I get it.
Okay.
It's resources. If the resources, that's why we are moving from 1% to 2.
Okay, to get more money.
So if we get more money, more resources, I can assure you, because we are targeting our rural folks, that's where our emphasis is. Okay? And so the moment we get this pass, and more resources come, I can assure you my rural communities will enjoy.
Is the 70 million cedis finished?
Of course, it was meant to run this program, and it was paid to the contractors directly.
So means that now you don't have anything in your coffers?
No, we don't hold the money. That is not how it is done.
No, I mean, like,
yes,
what is given to you?
So what they have given to them, it will run to finish up this 2016.
Okay.
And so that one there, as soon as that one is done,
then you ask for another one.
We ask for another one to start,
and then it's given to you.
See, so that is how it's been done.
Right.
And so eye on the ball, you see, it's very beautiful. New towers are being sent to communities, and I thank the communities. They are doing well. They are helping and taking care of them. we make sure that we send them with the radio equipment and they start installing them. Some of them, they are about 80%, 90% being installed. It's not left with the integration as well of the activation. And then the community will start enjoying the reset agenda.
So,
we promise them.
So if, of course, many people are watching the show, and just like my producer, they want to get to GIFEC to say that my village here, how do they get to you?
We are there. We have our regional offices. Okay. Each of the region, we have our regional office. We have a regional manager. Okay. We appointed regional managers for each of the regions, the 16 regions. They are there. If you go to the RCC, our offices are there. Especially now we have activated our RICs, that is the Regional Innovation Centers, where we are running the face-to-face of the 1 million coders. When you go there, you see our regional manager. Just send your request to the regional manager. It will get to us in Accra. Those days where people have to travel all the way to Accra to be accessing GIFEC distant services. Now it's in the region. It's at the doorstep, the region. Very soon, you don't even need to go to the region. Your district, the coordinators we have put in there, we are still giving them training orientations and all that. After that, when they are fully in place and active, then you can see that you don't need to go to the region itself. You pass your request to our district coordinator, and then it will get to the region. And then we'll work on it so that we make sure that we take GIFEC as our baby in the district. We are there to support the communities. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so if you just tune in, this is Good Afternoon Ghana on the Metro TV. We're having a conversation with the CEO of GIFEC, Sofo Rashid Tanko Computer, sharing with us what's been done so far in the year. Says that a lot of work has been done, continuing some of the work, and also just starting all over in several communities across various regions in the country. Says that by 2028 they should be able to do about 90% connectivity to all of those communities. We are live on Facebook, so you can join us live on there, and also on radio 94.1 FM. My name is Desmond Okwekudan. So just before we wrap up, so your opponents, I know you're very good friends with them, but yesterday, just here at Alisa, a lot of things happening there.
I was monitoring them closely. I was monitoring their activities. I think they need to manage their party very well. The party is going through a lot of turbulence. I told you, when they started the process of picking their presidential candidate ahead of the reorganization of the party, I knew they were going to face this. Okay. That was a terrible mistake. I said it severally. When you say this thing, they think you are a soothsayer. I've been in this game for a very long time to understand that, look, when you lose an election, you go to a general election, a ruling party, then you got 38.2%. That means Ghanaians rejected you totally, total rejection. So with such a thing, you need to be remorseful. You need to sit back.
But your flag bearer has said all of that.
No.
He's apologized. He said sorry.
They are not. They are even doing things that is angering Ghanaians more.
But they are not the ones in power.
No, that is why I'm saying that they are doing things that is angry. Look, Ghanaians are more angry. Instead of them to go on their knees and continue praying to God and Ghanaians forgive them, they are telling Ghanaians that they want to come back to power in 2028. Can you imagine?
But why should they not? Why should they not want to come back to power?
Come back to power again.
But you were in opposition. No.
We were in opposition for 8 years. We started 8 years, learn our lessons, look at where we went wrong in 2016, what Ghanaians didn't like. We reorganized ourselves, reorganized the party, went through a lot of processes, and Ghanaians gave confidence and said that these people, if we bring them back for having sat for 8 years, they have learned their lessons, they will change. That's why they gave us this overwhelming majority. And because we also made sure that we protected their rigging machinery, because they were rigging, they have been rigging election all along. We made sure that we protected that and came into power. Then just 1 year, 1.5 years, you think Ghanaians should abandon NDC and bring you back?
Some of them are not happy with Kenneth Japon. So my next question, if Kenneth Japon was in your party, what would you do with some of the things that he's done and people saying that he must go?
You see, I'm saying that they need to manage their party well. Their problem started when they picked their flag bearer ahead of the reorganization.
But the flag bearer is the leader, so no. I mean, that's their party, and that's how they want to run it. They thought.
By now, you are seeing the problems. I'll be saying it. Political scientists, they need to take MPP as a project. You see, if you want to have a successful party, never take a model of MPP. Because with this model, you see the problem they're going through. They haven't seen anything yet. But your party, even more problems are coming ahead of them.
Your party also came into government. And then the base of the party, the grassroots, even here, I can show you messages from Facebook that even yesterday people wrote about how unhappy they are about their own party, the NDC. We are seeing what is happening in Kaswa with a member of parliament, with executives in that constituency. Is that also one thing that you need to look at?
These are isolated matters.
Isolated?
Yeah.
But one issue can spread across.
No, these are isolated matters. Okay, these are isolated. These are no issues at all.
Really?
Government is keeping an eye on its manifesto. We are implementing the manifesto to the letter. Ghanaians are very much satisfied with the performance of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. In fact, it's not only Ghanaians, outside, abroad.
It's only 71%, according to Global Info Analytics.
Yes, 71%. Which government have you ever seen 1.5 years who choke 71%? Tell me.
But there are concerns about a lot of other things, though.
I'm saying that 1.5 years and you have been able to achieve this success, monumental success. It's unprecedented.
You've not done the 24-hour economy.
No, we've done it. It's a process.
It's not
24-hour economy is a process, not an event. That you go and just have one event and say this is 24 hours.
Almost 2 years.
That's why I'm saying that it's a process. We are going through the process. The process has been that. Look, some agencies are running it. Go to Port. Port has
been doing that.
They are doing 24
hours. But Port has been doing that for a while.
Ghana, look, Foreign Affairs Department, Passport, they are doing 24-hour economy. A lot of DVLA, they are doing 24-hour economy. Agencies are helping.
You've mentioned four.
See, I'm saying that, but people say we're not doing it. I've given you a lot of evidence. And I'm saying that it's being run. It's just that, you see, we have a country, a culture, that it will take time for people to acclimatize with this. And that's why it's a process. We have a culture that tells us that 5 o'clock, everybody should go and sleep. That has been the culture we started since the colonial days. And now to change them from moving now to where we need to work overnight, another thing, it takes time. And that is what they are doing. And the 24-hour economy people are doing fantastic on that. They are just rolling it out. That's why we are bringing these markets. These markets,
the market want to brought more problems to you. How is it? No, but we've reported from Mankesim to other places where, even in Adenta, where the old market was pulled down, right? And then people are questioning why that is needed at this point, 24-hour market. So it looks like the people are not excited about that.
See,
they would have just wished an upgrade of the market, so not to
the market. If you look at the design of the market, it comes with a lot of ancillary projects that is going to help the community. It's not only that the market. Do you get that? There are a lot of ancillary projects that embedded into the market, so that the people will enjoy it, will stand the test of time. That is what they are doing, and I can assure you, they should wait and see what government is trying to do is to transform our local economies and all that.
You'll be able to do that before the election.
Oh, we're not doing it because of election. It's a promise we made.
No, it's a promise. It's a promise you made, but
and then we are delivering that.
What if you are not retaining power?
Who told you we are not going to retain in power?
What if? The list, it's election.
Look, let me tell you. The list the NDC will do is about 32 years. Mark it.
What? The NDC will do 32 years before they will be changed?
I say the list.
What's that according to? Because it's not according to.
It's a performance.
It's not according to the analysis of Ghana's democratic history.
What I'm saying that is a performance. Since 1992, have you seen this type of government?
The people would have
you have not seen it. I mean, let's put it out there. The records are there. The political scientists should come and tell you. We've been there. We're young guys. We started the 1992 elections up to now. I've been in all these things and I've seen them. Which government have you ever seen that runs less than 16 ministers in this country? Which of them? From 92 up to down, which government have you ever seen that? It's only this government that is running the leanest government that you can think of.
But with more money.
With
more money to spend?
What more money to spend? When you say more money to spend, what salary are you talking of? When people say more money to spend, I look at them and say, what is it? When he brought the officers at the presidency, compare that one to the elephantine government that we're having, Nana Akufo-Addo and other things. The leanest that you can think of. Okay? And then so we are doing all these things just to make sure that the Ghanaians enjoy the fruit of their labor. And that is what we are doing. I can assure you, government is working to make sure that these isolated issues that you have mentioned, everybody will be taken care of to make sure that your businesses thrive. We are creating an enabling environment for Ghanaian businesses to thrive. That is what we are going to do. Okay, and then to support the rural community. You see that the agri mechanization the Minister of Agri is doing, is to help rural farmers.
The Agri Ministry that is in. That is
but the minister came out.
That is having
there's no issue.
An issue.
No,
there's no issue.
There's no issue.
Or it's been sorted behind.
No, it's no issue. The minister came out and said there's no issue. The Agri Minister himself said there's no issue.
It could be said that there's no issue.
There's no issue. It came out publicly and said it. The Finance Ministry, they are doing fantastic. They are holding the CD in check. They are monitoring the situation, and disbursements are going on. So for that one, I can assure you, government is on top of issues. So our brothers should need to do something about their party.
As an executive of the NDC, I would ask you about what's happening in Castro and what you're doing about it, and of course, what's the run or the race for the presidential election for the party, and who's going to succeed President John Dramani Mahama in that sense. But just a quick one on the issues with the NPP, with Ken Masgo. We'll have a quick conversation with Jonathan Asante-Okyere. He's a political analyst. Just a quick one on that. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me here, Mr. Asante-Okyere. Ken Masgo, some youth groups in the party were chanting that yesterday, and it ended in some physical altercations and all of that. What do you think? Do you think the party is handling the situation well? Should Ken be taken out of the party, or the party rather needs to listen to him and find ways and means to get themselves together? Hello? Doc? Dr. Asante-Okyere? Okay, unfortunately, we've lost him there. So just as we're wrapping up on this, so the election is coming up. I remember the Honorable Fifi Kwete he said the first one, he had to repeat himself again, that people should resign if they want to contest for the... Why are people not listening to? I mean, we've seen some resignations, but we know there are a lot more people. Are you going to contest?
I'm a deputy director of elections. We don't contest for it.
Okay, yours is not one that. Okay, it's appointment.
It's an appointment.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
We.
But maybe do you have any ambition to get into any portfolio?
No. I want to perfect my skills in the elections. That has been an area.
You really want to face the FPP?
Oh no, that's my area. I've been since 1996. I've been working in the field of election for the NDC.
So you're not aspiring?
I've contested elections before as regional officer, 3-time regional treasurer.
By the way,
longest regional treasurer.
The way you're touting your prowess with elections, or you want to see?
Yes.
Electoral Commission boss.
No. I said I've perfected my distance. I'm still learning it.
So you're not ready for that position?
Our election directorate. I don't have the power to appoint.
Oh no, I'm just asking.
Well, the appointing authority is the president. I mean, he appoints officers who should be in that place. He has appointed me in GIFEC to work for the government through that. If the president thinks that, why not? I will need you at the Electoral Commission. I'm here to serve, and I'm serving my capacity as the CEO of GIFEC, and serving the country effectively as I can. And then so if the president so thinks that today I want a computer in another place,
you just have to move.
He has to.
What's happening with the party in terms of, I mean, it was a few weeks ago or months ago, but we've seen that build up to the presidential election. And as an executive, you'll be watching this with keen eyes, looking at what it portrays to the people out there, from the education minister to Jocelyn Sedu Ketia to others. Is that just what an election should bring, competition, or you think it's something else?
Well, we haven't gotten there yet. Okay. We haven't. For now, we haven't gotten there at all. I mean, all this thing that we are talking of, you see, the NDC has some shock absorbers. I've been in that party for a very long time. It has shock absorbers. It has a mechanism of electing its leaders.
Okay.
And I don't think this one will be different.
Just a quick one on that. Okay. Right. Should any minister be changed?
change?
Yes.
I don't have that power.
No. Of course, everybody, you have an opinion, though.
No, I don't have the power. How can I give an opinion to the president?
But we all give we all give opinions.
Oh, no.
He's serving us. So when we
let's
think,
let leader. He watch everybody.
Okay.
He has a team that is watching everybody.
Okay.
He has a delivery unit at the presidency, and then his a team of advisors.
Okay.
And so for that one, let's leave the president. He knows who he wants and where he wants the president.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. We've got to go. The time is up. So tomorrow, Ghana versus Croatia.
We are going to beat Croatia hands down. We'll beat them. In fact, tomorrow, the least we can do is 2-0.
2-0.
Yes.
Right.
We are going to beat them.
2-0.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much.
I'm so grateful. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Sofo Rashid Tanko Computer, the CEO of GIFEC. We're taking a break. When we come back, we're going to take your phone calls, though, on the Black Stars game against Croatia. So get your phones ready to give me a call, and let's talk about what to anticipate or what to look forward to tomorrow in that game. We'll be back shortly.
Yachayama, Eitama, Yachayama. Ya del mono, Bakalika, yes, so yes, so I want to pay. By anyway, ya del mono, Bakalika, yes, so yes, so I want to prove. Ganu dende, last so dende, Ganu dende, last so dende, Ganu dende, last so dende, Ganu dende, last so dende. You can't be up and up to the Samia. Yacha will be up and up to the Samia. Yita will be up and up to the Samia.
for us to discuss the Black Stars and their journey at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So we played You Find a Way by Black Sherif, and also the undisputed song for the Black Stars on this journey, Black Stars by Kofi Kinata. So I'm opening the phone lines today so that you can call and share your thoughts with us here on what Black Stars would do tomorrow as they face Croatia in the final group game. And take note also that Cote d'Ivoire qualified to the next stage after beating Curaçao yesterday by 2-0, and also Turkey beat USA by 3-2. Tunisia rounded up a very terrible World Cup journey with a 3-1 loss to the Netherlands. Paraguay played out a 0-0 drawn game with Australia, right, and Ecuador also beat Germany by 2-1. We have a caller already. Hello, good afternoon. Where are you calling us from? Hello? Right, please, when you call, make sure that you lower the volume of your set and then you speak to me on the phone, right, so we do not have any feedback and we can have a very beautiful conversation here. The last time I opened the phone lines, the calls that came said we're losing 5-0, 3-0, 3-0, and all of that, right? But it turned out otherwise. So let's see how it goes. Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon. Hello?
Okay. Okay, unfortunately, we've lost that caller also. So, as I mentioned, we are going to bring to you all of that right here on Metro TV. The games continue today, and so follow us here on Metro TV, Original 91.9 FM for all the FIFA coverage that you need. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Right. Right, so I guess we would have to take a quick song. And okay, hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Right, your name and where you're calling us from, and go ahead with your submission.
Yes, my name is Stanley. I'm calling you from Oti region.
Right, Stanley from Oti region. All right, Stanley, how's it going? Or you want to share with us your thoughts about the game tomorrow?
Yes, I think the Black Stars has brought the energy and the vibes back. Yes, please.
Okay, so what is going to be the scoreline tomorrow?
Yes, so I'm sure others are saying that if Black Stars win the past, we are going to pass is going to be serious. And so people wish that we draw so that we can get a smooth pass. But I think when we win, the energy will be very high. So I want to win maybe 1-0. Sure. 1-0
against Croatia tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Stanley, for calling from the OT region there. Right, so Stanley calling us there says that the morale is high as the hopes of Ghanaians have risen due to the Black Stars' performance so far. In fact, we're just part of the, 4 teams out of the 48 who haven't conceded any goals yet at the tournament after 2 games. Yeah. Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling you from Tema, Davis.
Davis, please go ahead.
Yes, but there is one thing that I want to talk about. You don't display the table on your screen. You only come there to say Ecuador 1, Germany, Ecuador 2, Germany 1, because most of the matches, as you guys promised, we are not getting the matches to watch.
Well, you are not. You've not seen any game on Metro TV yet?
Yeah, we've seen game on Metro TV.
Yes.
But what I mean is, the ones that we are, you don't show.
So,
like this morning, you have to display the results.
So,
Ecuador 2, then everybody see the.
All right, Davis. Yeah. Okay, I appreciate your concern, but every time Johnny or the sports team has been here, it's always displayed. So you join us at 3 o'clock for the highlights. When Ebenezer Amuzu sits here, you will get all of the updates. We'll be wrapping up on Good Afternoon Ghana very soon. So at 3 p.m. in just about an hour, join Ebenezer Amuzu and the team where you get all of that.
I mean is don't display the table.
Okay, I appreciate that concern. Thank you very much.
The morning or afternoon, don't display the table.
Right.
That's what we are asking for.
Right.
Sometimes the table has to be there. Then you see it yourself.
Yes.
Ecuador 2, Germany 1. Then you see all the table there, but we don't see it.
Right. Thank you very much, Davis. So you won't predict tomorrow's game, Davis? Right, so Davis, I appreciate your concern, and as I was saying, we do that always. Would bring that to you later. Right, so just take note of that. I keep it locked right here on Metro TV, Original TV, and Original 91.9 FM. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, please lower the volume of the TV.
Yeah.
Right, talk to me. What's your name?
I'm called Ose, calling from Kumasi.
Ose from Kumasi. My enke you know.
Okay.
Atuna game who is say?
Oh. You say nyame boy blaster bet me share 2-0.
2-0 China.
Yeah.
Na say ugidi no abasora na.
Oh, so we share in England for there now. We have a good coach. Coach that can read the game and make the changes and for the team to survive.
Okay. And
now the way no, now it wasn't easy. We showed big names England for Ukraine. Now we all thought say, oh, we should also look at the way your board drop, look at the jubilation.
Because say you measure 5.
Yes, because now but look at look at the jubilation. A check was Ghana win match.
Okay. I say yeah, that's where we are. I say we na say Solokunde Metri so sa. Yeah, that's where we that's where we are. Thank you very much for calling there. So he says we're going to win tomorrow because what the players did against England was on a different level, and their hopes have risen again amongst Guineans. You can also give us a call and share your thoughts with us here on the show as we wrap up the week, actually. But of course, the coverage of the World Cup continues here. So there you see it on the screen. Let's take our very last final call this afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, please. Your name and where you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Godfred from Kumasi.
Godfred?
Yes.
Tomorrow we're playing Croatia, final group game. We will win?
We are winning by 3-0.
3-0?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Who's going to score?
Yes, I'm very sure about that because the Croatia team is not the Croatia team we used to know.
Okay.
Yes, so if you've been able to hold 0-0 against England, I think if we are bold enough to also open up the game, we can just beat them. Yeah.
Okay. If we are bold enough to open up the game, thank you very much for calling. That will be our final call for today. Thank you so much for watching the show. We brought you to you live from our studios here at Northridge in Accra and across the country, as you saw the calls all over the country. Thank you so much for tuning to the show. Log on to our website, www.metrotvonline.com. At 3 p.m., Ebenezer Muzu will be here with his guest to discuss the tournament. And the Black Stars have arrived in Philadelphia ahead of the game tomorrow. And, yesterday, the Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Kudjeto Ablakwa, the Sports Minister Kofi Adams met the team together with the management. We also had the ambassador, Ambassador Victor Smith, also there. I saw Annie also in there, and and businessman Ibrahim Mahama was also there. What he told them was that he has a very special bonus for them. Forget the government bonus. They will go to Parliament and will have to seek approval before all of that. And he has a special bonus for the team if they're able to progress. We'll see how that goes. But also today is the birthday of Harriet Tadi, news anchor here. Thank you so much for joining the show. My name is Desmond Okreku. So do enjoy the rest of our programs here. Bye-bye.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.
In a time where noise is loud but clarity is rare, one program is changing the conversation. Welcome to the Intelligence Desk. This is not a talk show. This is a working studio. Each week, we break down the biggest national and global issues from from AI and digital transformation to trade, jobs, governance, and national competitiveness, and turn complexity into practical, usable knowledge. Sharp questions, structured thinking, real solutions built live on air. With resident resource person Dr. David King Boyson, the show moves beyond commentary, designing frameworks, mapping strategies, and holding decision makers accountable. From the big issue briefing to the strategy lab to the innovation and opportunity board, every episode delivers tools you can use. If you care about Ghana's future, if you value clarity over chaos, if you believe leadership requires intelligence, then this is your desk. The Intelligence Desk, hosted by RSM Kofi Dole Lawson on Metro TV, where Ghana thinks forward.
What was all this drama of coming to my class late today?
I told you I'm pregnant. What are you doing about it?
I said, Abado, why make up so?
Hey, what police are being teaching you? Shall we Phoebe? Shall not say I pass our bravo?
But why are you saying that?
That girl is a charlatan. It's a wolf in a sheep's clothing. A prostitute in disguise.
Abaya come to sell. Na bla ubo college mu ha eye.
My friend said if she come and come. Since I'm come pie, don't come and spoil my spiritual mood for me.
But you the other time the running way, Charlie, I take come no you chop running. My food no.
Do you know how hungry I was that day?
For no say if you running there. If I bring am for no.
One more thing, I will embark on a project like
1 boy, 3 girlfriends.
Can you imagine? As that day, I think he was actually planning to have intimacy with me.
As usual, it's hectic. But wait, you know I cannot wait to be promoted, Mom.
You know me, I get black belt, so nigga don't fuck with me. Hey. Nigga don't fuck with me.
Bro, I go fit sound you for him.
Hey. I am not joking at all. See, protocol.
See, you sick of can you never act Mr. Gentleman, Mr. Gentleman, make no fool plus.
You can equally carry all the money in her room and they will not touch a pinch of her hair.
What's going on between you and Pasolo?
You will find out when you get to the dining.
I have fallen for you down flat.
How long is it taking you to open the door?
Is that a condom? No, it's chocolates.
I'm Kwaba Samuel of Custom Looks, the maker of the fan jersey, and make sure you are watching the World Cup on Metro TV!
Catch every moment loud and live on Metro TV, Original TV, and Original 91.9 FM.
Go Black Stars, go all the way till the end, to victory. We'll keep on cheering you until you have the trophy in your hands. Go Black Stars all the way. Football, it unites all of us. There is no escape from the medium of football. It unites all Ghanaian, it unites all Africa. And this time we are praying for Africa to make an impact, starting with Ghana leading the way. So watch it and support the Black Stars all the way. If your choice is Metro TV, good for you.
Catch every moment loud and live on Metro TV, Original TV, and Original 91.9 FM.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.
The devastating impact of the ongoing flood remains painfully visible among some residents of Accra. Homes are being submerged, businesses are being destroyed, livelihoods disrupted, and in some communities, lives have been lost. Every rainy season brings a familiar story: overflowing drains, blocked waterways, stranded commuters, and devastated families. This week on The Clean Report, we revisit the aftermath of the floods, hear from those directly affected, access the emergency response, and explore what must change if Accra is to avoid repeating this cycle.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to The Clean Report. My name is Christando. Today we examine the aftermath of the recent flood that has hit Accra and its environs. Beyond the destruction lies a critical question: what must be done, or what can we do to prevent future disaster? We begin by revisiting some of the hardest hit communities within Accra and its environs. Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
The recent floods affected several communities across the capital. Roads became rivers, homes became islands, and many families were forced to seek temporary shelter. For residents living in flood-prone areas, the disaster was not entirely unexpected, yet the scale of destruction once again exposed the city's vulnerability. Urban expansion, poor drainage systems, uncontrolled development, and indiscriminate waste disposal continue to worsen the problem.
June 3rd was disastrous. All our things, everything, it was disastrous. It wasn't good at all. All our things, our home, our mattresses, our chairs, our clothes, even some of the money lost, it wasn't easy. Even some lost their life, it wasn't easy. So the people living, the fence walls was broke. Oh, it wasn't easy. So the June 3rd was so much disastrous.
I pray. I am Papa. And right here, just a got the cinema. Shayanama, Nene mattresses. And remember, brain, I say, air conditions are for. I have to say a complete BBA. Near fixing in now, say, ye freezers. BBA, me money, no money, na me shop. In soon as some shop, no money na. Every boom, na say, into a sre abino. On boy, no one see me got a sacasia where you have. Na yentimi there because it's just very bad. Your walls in now, boo boo boo. Ye bibia say. Ye dem your money na me shop your money na. Yes, rabbi. Say what to do from Omuma contractors nippy. And Brian so ya swear no man be share no man ye got a snare on.
Behind every flood statistic is a personal story. Families who lost belongings, business owners whose investments were washed away, children whose education was disrupted.
So I normally don't do this. I don't do this at all. I don't show my personal life. But look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, my people, see, I'm a photographer. I work extremely hard every single day, toiling in the water, in the rain, in the sun. I come back from town just to get something that I have a big work tomorrow planned, and I come home and look at this. Look at my home. So if a young person in this country is trying hard, I don't go anywhere to steal any money. I don't go anywhere to take anything from anyone. I don't lie to anyone to get money. And I'm trying hard to better my life through the right channels. And look at this. Because of people's selfish interests. This equipment are worth over 400,000 cedis. All the things you see here, this small thing that you see here, it's worth over 400,000, and it has taken me about 8 years to acquire all of these things. And look, it's all going to waste. I have work tomorrow. I have a big work that I've already been booked tomorrow. How do I go back from this? So look at all this. We are very hardworking young people. Honestly, I honestly don't know how to come back from this. I don't know how to come back from this. So please, if anyone knows how they can help me get these things maybe fixed or replaced, please don't hesitate to contact me, because I've lost my entire life's hard work. I don't know how I'm going to come back from this. Honestly, I don't know.
So in assessing the aftermath of the flood disaster that hit Accra and its environs. I'm here with one media entrepreneur who has been hit so hard during the flood disaster. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so can you tell us what happened on the day of the flood? How did it happen?
Okay, so with how it happened, it was very sudden because I wasn't home. So we went out. We actually had work the next day, so we went out to go and get some things that would enable us to do the work. And when we were coming, we realized that the clouds at the further side was dark. So we're even making a joke that, oh, if it rains, it will be really good because the weather was very hot. You know how Accra's weather is very dynamic. Yeah. So we're coming, and one of our neighbors called us that, oh, the water has entered the room, so it's already in the rooms. And we're so shocked because I've been here for 2 years. We've never had that kind of incident before. Usually, worst case scenario, the road floods. It never enters the room. So with that, we're very frustrated. We're in traffic, you know, Accra traffic, and it starts to rain, you'll be stuck. So after we crossed a certain section, the car couldn't move any further because the road was fully flooded. So I had to get down, walk through like almost torso deep water, come, and when I got here, everything was gone. Yeah, because I had some of the things that we were going to use, which are the chargers, you know, before the day you charge some.
Charge all the batteries.
So those were on the ground. But my camera, my lenses, all those stuff were on a table somewhere that I had arranged, ready to pack it in the bag for the next day shoot. When we came, it was all gone because the water was so high that it was able to tilt to the table and
submerge the.
Yeah, so that was the whole issue.
So whilst I was going through the internet, you know, reading about and searching about the flooding and its, you know, related issues, I came across your video and I was so devastated. I was hit so hard because I'm one of you. I'm also a media practitioner, so I understand how, capital intensive it is to get all of these things. And so I decided to follow up to find out from you, from the horse's own mouth, how much have you lost in terms of money or in terms of the gadgets?
Yeah. So it's really difficult to pinpoint or quantify the exact amount, but I can give you a range, which is from 300,000 to 400,000, like in the video what I said.
Yeah.
But it could even be more because you are still salvaging some of the things,
right,
to see how much we can save. Yeah.
Well, that's quite huge.
Yeah.
And I can understand how long it has taken you to get this. How long have
I would say professionally 8 years, but in the general terms it's been like 10 years because I started before I started the business.